Hello everyone, this is Graham Allen coming to you. It's a response to a vinyl tag which is the A to Z of Prog. Bill at the Vinylverse has kindly put this together. He's got a great channel, so I'm going to leave a link to his channel, and there's been a few respondents which have been really interesting. John Bellamy was really interesting, and I watched one this morning and I can't remember who it was, but it was really, really good. So anyway, I'll leave a link. So I'll sort of whiz through fairly quickly. The only struggle was unsurprisingly X, but anyway, I've got a link to an X. But anyway, let's crack on with it. So A, we have a UK band called After the Fire, and this is their debut album from 1978 called Signs of Change. Symphonic keyboard driven progressive rock, went on to synth pop, but great band. After the Fire, Sounds of Change. B, we have Backdoor. This is jazz fusion rather than strictly prog, but has prog elements. Their album Activate from 1978. And this is produced by Carl Palmer from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and features the amazing bass player Colin Hodgkinson. C, we have Collegium Musicum, who are from Slovakia, and their album Continuo from 1978. Terrific organ-driven progressive rock, Mariam Varga being the main guy in this band. D, I've gone for Jeff Downes from Asia and the Buggles and his solo album, The Light Program. This is a double album of very symphonic keyboards, drum program, so it's kind of got slightly kind of new age, fusion-y feel at times, but it's an excellent album. So Jeff Downes, the New Dance Orchestra, The Light Program. E, I've gone for not Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but Elephant 9, recently discovered for me, wonderful Norwegian keyboard-driven trio, Hammond organ, quite out there, avant-garde at times, a drummer and bass player, but fantastic band, Elephant 9, if you're into Hammond organ. F, we have Black Noise. This is FM, Black Noise, American progressive rock band. This is from the 1977, I think it is, so quite late in the 70s, but a great trio, unusual lineup, keyboards, violin and drums, Black Noise FM. And I've realized I've missed C out, and I decided to show just a band I've been listening to a lot recently, Castle Canyon from the States, great keyboard-driven symphonic progressive rock. One album cobbled together from tapes which were half finished in 1973, and then a later album by them. Just wonderful stuff. So it's Castle Canyon for C. F, G, and we have Group 87. This is a very cinematic sounding band that features Terry Bozzio from Zappa and UK. Sort of glassy textures in this, but really unusual and good stuff. Group 87. This is from early, I think it's about 1980, and it's on Columbia. H, and we have Jan Hammer. The first 7 days, so keyboard Moog dominated album, quite funky at times, as is Jan Hammer's way, and this is from 1975. Great album, Jan Hammer, The First 7 Days. I. Il Baricentro, Italian, symphonic, keyboard-driven, no vocals, great album on EMI, Sconcerto, Il Baricentro, very, very good. J, I've gone with JBK, Jansen, Barbieri, Khan, Playing in a Room with People. This is a live album, double live album. Has Steve Wilson on guitar, who I'm actually hoping to see tomorrow night at a Q&A in North London. So that'll be interesting at an arts centre. So it'll be interesting to see him. This is a great album. I predominantly got this for the wonderful Mick Khan on fretless bass. It's a great album. JBK. K. I've gone for Kansas. Their wonderful double live, 2 for the show. Great live album, picking up a lot of the Point of No Return album. Some fantastic tracks on this. Really great album. One of my favorites on this is Closet Chronicles. That's Kansas. L, I've gone for Lisa Belladonna. She's a synthesist, predominantly Moog. So this is wonderful analog synth-led solo performance, Appalachian Wilderness, great album. Lisa Belladonna, really a Moog synth-driven album. M, I've gone for sort of jazz fusion really, Mingo Lewis, just called Mingo, one album. Very well known as percussionist with Santana, and he also played, I think, with the Tubes. He did some percussion with the Tubes as well. This is a great, frenzied, sort of progressive jazz fusion album, actually with a lot of keyboards on it, but a fantastic album, Mingo, and it's called Flight Never Ending. MN, so gone for Novalis, the German symphonic progressive rock band. Visionen, which is a sort of cobbled together, not exactly greatest hits, but mainly their instrumental tracks from their albums. So it really suits me actually. So that's Novalis, Visionen, and this is from the late 70s. So as ever, I can't see a date. I think it's 1979 or 80. I'm just gonna have a quick slurp of tea. And we're on to O. So I've gone for Osiris. This is a band out of Bahrain. So quite exotic, unusual, great album. If you like things like Camel, Osiris do remind me of Camel a lot, but this is a really, really good album. And it's just self-titled Osiris. Terrific album from Bahrain. P, I've gone for Simon Phillips's Protocol. This is the debut album by Simon Phillips. So he plays everything on this. Obviously really well known for his spectacular drumming, but he plays everything on this. It's mainly a sort of keyboard programmed album, but it's the start of the Protocol series, which has continued. Great album. It's actually a mini album, but it's really, really good. Fantastic. Simon Phillips Protocol. And that's from 1988. I added a second P actually, just because I was, when I was browsing through. This is Pekka Pajola, the Mathematician's Air Display. Pekka is a bass player. He played in Wigwam, but he also featured at times on Mike Oldfield's recordings. And in fact, Mike Oldfield is on this album. It's really, really good. Sort of prog fusion, Pekka Pajola, and he's from, I think from Poland. R, I've gone for RMS, Centennial Park. RMS were a kind of a one-off super group of Ray Russell on guitar, Mo Foster who unfortunately died not that long ago, on bass, and Simon Phillips on drums. And this is really great sort of progressive jazz fusion. Centennial Park RMS. And I've missed out Q, haven't I? Goodness me. I keep missing out. I've got Quill, who are an American symphonic progressive rock band. This is a great album called Sursum Corda. This is from 1977, really terrific recording. Reminds me at times a bit of some of Rick Wakeman's early work, but a great band, American band, Quill, Sursum Corda. That was the Q, so I should have got that in. So QRS. And we have the Polish band SBB, their album Welcome from 1979, just good progressive rock with Józef Skrzyk on keyboards, who's done so much work solo, but this was his band SBB. T, I've gone for the German band Tritonus, Between the Universes, great keyboard trio, very much in the style of Emerson, Lake and Palmer and The Nice. If you like that kind of stuff, Tritonus are fantastic, from Germany. U, I've gone for one of my all-time favourite albums, UK, Danger Money, wonderful trio setting after the debut with a phenomenal Terry Bozzio on drums, and of course Eddie Jobson and John Wetton. So that's Danger Money from 1979. V, I've gone for V73, who are a Hungarian symphonic prog band. Just the one recording cobbled together really from tapes, some live stuff. 7 pieces for keyboards, bass guitar and drums. V73, great album, really strong organ and Moog synthesizer. V73. W, I've gone for John Wetton. This is a best of called King's Road, so it cobbles together some of his recordings from King Crimson and UK and some solo work. King's Road, 1972 to 1980, that's John Wetton. X, so I've cheated a bit really. I thought about the band Planet X, and I haven't actually got any Planet X, but I've got solo albums by Virgil Donati, the drummer from Planet X. I've got The Dawn of Time, which is a solo album, orchestral, and then a very kind of drum gymnastic album called Stretch from 1995, originally just released in Australia. Virgil Donati, the drummer from Planet X. Y, I've gone for Larry Young, Spaceball. So Larry Young was the organist in Tony Williams' Lifetime with John McLaughlin on guitar. And Larry Young's a fantastic organist. This is a really great album. It's very, very funky, lots of Moog on there. Larry Young's organ doesn't actually feature that heavily on this, but it's a terrific album. Very kind of eclectic, funk, soul, prog, fusion all rolled into one, but a great, great album. And that's from 19, I think it's something like 1976, Larry Young's Fuel. And Z, I've just gone for Joe Zawinul from Weather Report, and this is the double live Zawinul Syndicate album from 1997, the world tour. I saw him on this tour. It was a fantastic concert. We got to meet him as well, which was really wonderful. So that's it. Thanks very much to Bill. Signing off, and speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.